That doesn't matter. What matters is that, hello, YouTube fans, this is TheSkullKlown. I recently just watched the Popeye movie. I've been hearing about it for years and years and years. I've seen some clips about it when I was a child. Let me tell you a little bit story about how I discovered this movie. I remember I was in at the mall and I saw the DVD of it. I didn't get the DVD, but I saw it there, and it said Popeye. And I looked at it from far away. I'm like, they made a Popeye movie, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, Robin Williams? What the fuck? Like, literally, I was so shocked that I was just like, no one doesn't talk about this. No one doesn't talk about this at all. What the fuck? I feel like I found the holy grail Robert Williams fucking movies or some shit, you know? So I did, and then when I got home, I saw some clips that was online and stuff like that. Mostly the ending. So I basically know how the ending is. Yeah, I know a spoiler for me for like a long time ago. Sorry that a spoiler for a freaking Popeye movie. You know, let me guess. He's gonna fight Bluto and win. Come on, guys. That's like mostly in every animation. You know, you know. So that's like saying, oh, Princess Peach gets captured. No shit. You know. Even in the Mario movie, she still gets captured in a way. You know. You know. But anyways, this movie, the casting choice for this movie. If this movie was remade, oh, they made another live action Popeye movie, I think it would be really, really successful too. I think it would, since the technology that we have now, I think we could do a lot more with Popeye. Not to say what they did here was bad or anything like that. For crying out loud, the practical effects that they made just to make it cartoonish, perfect. The first time when you have Bluto and Popeye fight, it's not even that big. It's just basically like Bluto being pissed off and he punches Popeye, basically. That right there, man, that right there has a lot of special effects, mainly because there's one part when Bluto punches Popeye and Popeye's like literally rolling, and they use a special effects just a Robin Williams model Popeye, him being like bent over and him just rolling. You know, that shit like that is great. I'm sorry, like, if that was CGI now, you know it would be CGI. But now, you look back at it, and you're looking at that movie, and you're like, how they did that? I mean, you know how they did it, but you'd be like, that's fucking cool. That's fucking cool. It's like really Robert Williams as Popeye really rolling down and getting hit. That's fucking dope. I love that shit. And they do have some cartoony effects and everything like that. That's cool. Some haters might hate this movie just because, oh, Popeye hates spinach. Well, this is his origin story, you know, which is fine. I think we needed an origin story with Popeye anyways. You know, I mean, we don't know his parents and everything like that. I mean, his dad. You meet his dad here and everything like that. Because the story is about him wanting to meet his dad. And then in the mix things, Oliver is about to get married by Pluto, but then things happen, you know. I know some people might say that this movie goes on and off with some beats. It kind of does, but still focus on two things, and that's what really matters. They focus on Bluto and Olive Oreo's marriage, and also Popeye's. So they really focus on that really more than anything in the whole movie, in my opinion. So in that case, in my opinion, that's fine. You can have little bits and tiny stories while there's things happening. Yo, the townspeople in this movie, fucking hilarious. My God, things that they say in the background, I'm just like, yo, if you haven't heard this movie with the subtitles on, you should. I put it on just to hear what Robert Williams has to say, so I don't have to think that, oh, you know, I'm hearing something else different of what he's not actually saying. You know, for crying out loud, Popeye's dad keeps saying ass in this movie. I'm like, this is a Disney movie, by the way. It's made by Paramount, but Disney basically kind of like, you know, help made it and stuff like that with some of the special effects and all that. It's sad that this movie bombed when it first came out in 1980. If this movie came out now, it would have made hotcakes. It would have made money, in my opinion. Because I've been waiting for a Popeye movie for a long time. And since that animation movie that got canceled in 2016 for the Emoji Movie, it's funny. I remember a long time ago saying that, oh, they canceled the Popeye movie for the Emoji Movie. And some people in my classes, when I was in school, they were like, oh, well, good good thing they canceled Popeye. I'd rather have the emoji movie anyways. I'm like, yeah, you rather have that shit. Now we don't have anything fun because of your sorry stupid ass. And that goes for the that is for the what is it? The moviegoers that barely know anything, basically. The every moviegoer. Basically, that's the person that was one person I was talking to about it, and I was just like, really, you rather have a stupid emoji movie that no one doesn't give a fuck about in 10 or 5 years down the line, instead of having a Popeye movie that people will give a fuck about because it has a good story, good narrative, and people love Popeye. You know, and the fact that Sony took that away is fucking bullshit. I'm still waiting for Paramount to be like, yo, Sony, you fucked up. We're making this shit. Yo, Paramount, come on. Make a Popeye movie. I don't care if it's animation. Make a Popeye movie, Paramount. It's been years. Years and years. Make a Popeye movie. I guarantee you there's some actors here that would love to play as Popeye. Seriously, look. It is kind of funny. I thought of this not that long ago because I saw a video about it. What if John Cena played as Popeye? It'd be kind of weird, like, hey, could he actually do the voice? But in my opinion, have someone else do the voice dub over him, but make it good. Don't make it shit. Okay? But if he can do it, then do it. But that's the only actor that I could think of that could play as Popeye, John Cena. He can literally look the part. He can look. All right, do a concept art of John Cena, put the Popeye and the pipe on him and shit like that. Tell me it wouldn't actually sell. I will watch it, to be quite honest with you. That's the only thing I can think of is John Cena. Who you want to put? The Rock? I could see The Rock play as Popeye's stepdad, because Popeye's stepdad is actually what we call a so-called black person. He's a brother. Yeah, Popeye's stepdad is a brother. And it's actually mentioned in this movie. He's literally saying, and Popeye literally mentioned to his real dad, he's like, you're not my real father. My father looks like Abraham Lincoln. I'm like, yo, they did that. Because if you really look at your true history, Abraham Lincoln was actually a brother. He was dark-skinned. He was dark-skinned. So all that white Abraham Lincoln you're seeing, you'd be like, what the fuck? Then who's this motherfucker? Now you're thinking outside the box. You see? That's what people are afraid of, because they don't want to learn about their history that's been alive. They're like, oh, so they changed this to put a person on it? Yeah, dude, they've been doing that all the time. They've been doing that forever. It's not, and people think this is a political thing, but it's really not. It's just something that it has to be mentioned, or else we won't grow and we won't fix this shit. It will keep repeating the same shit, and people are just going to regurgitate history that's not really true in facts. You know, that's like almost taking away the Holocaust and being like, oh, the Holocaust never happened. It's like, dude, stop saying that. You know, I like to use that as an example because that's how fucked up it is. You know, that's how truly fucked up it is. But anyways, enough of that. I just this movie is great. I think I give it, like, right now I give it an 8 out of 10 since I just watched it. Who knows? Maybe when I'm thinking about it more, I might give it a 7 or 7.5 out of 10. But overall, I don't hate this movie. It's a musical, and I'll say this: some of the Olive Oil songs are just bad. It's bad. It really is. It's bad. The reason I think it's bad is because they're not doing singing. She's just singing out of the whim instead of singing with the beat and everything like that, you know? At that point, I don't mind it because it's just like, okay, you're not really singing. You're just there to just be like, you know, just to hum, basically. You're just humming. But they're all music themes in this movie, obviously. Robert Williams gets great songs, in my opinion. I think he has the most memorable songs in the whole movie. So does Pluto of I Mean and I Mean. It is kind of so funny, though, that some of these songs are like something that a little kid would make. And in a way, I don't mind because it is based off a cartoon. So I really don't mind. But at the same time, it's just like, I can't show this to a person that takes the lyrics seriously because they would just be like, I hate this movie, fuck this movie, you know? But it's a Popeye movie that's live action. Why are you taking it so seriously? Have fun with it. I just saw a video with Roger Ebert talking about it and stuff like that. Apparently they liked it. Apparently he liked it. That's pretty cool. I thought Robert Ebert would actually hate this movie, but no, he's actually one of the critics that actually enjoyed this movie. I can't blame him. I actually really did have fun with it. You couldn't help but having fun with it. It did put a smile on your face sometimes when Popeye was fighting. It did put a smile on your face too when certain things were happening and stuff like that. Like Wimpy is in this movie. Basically, almost all the Popeye characters are in this movie, except for like the witch, right? And then there was like a little, like almost like a magical creature dog, basically, that was going to be in this movie, but then they changed it for the baby that has magic powers. So if you ever want to know in the future of Popeye why does the baby have magic powers all of a sudden, it came from this movie. To be quite honest, because he originally didn't had powers, the baby. So but it is cool that Olive Oyl and Popeye do have doctor, and they kind of bicker a little bit of like, oh, I should take. I mean, the kid. I'm like, I'm the mom, basically. And Popeye is like, no, I found him first. I'm the mom. you know, and then eventually he goes back, I'm the daddy and stuff like that. It's so funny. I just love the bickering with Popeye and Olive Oyl sometimes, man. It's really good in this movie. And sometimes there's actually adult humor in this movie. There really is. Some of the things that Popeye say and some of the things that people say too in this movie, I'm just like, okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. You know that Popeye's not. It is that kids can watch it, but at the same time, adults can watch Popeye too. And yeah, that's the thing. My grandparents love Popeye. I used to have the collection set of Popeye, but I destroyed that shit a long time ago when I was a kid, and that's sad because I would have still had it to this day and I would have showed it off because I used to have a figure of Popeye too, but that broke. You know those wired things that break easily and they had plastic on them? Yeah, that's the one that I had. Really broke off really fast, maybe because I used them too much and everything like that. Hey, what can I say? I just wanted Popeye to fight all the time, but then broke off and I'm like, no! So that's what happens with that metal thing. You mess it up too much and it starts breaking. I never been a big fan of those. But moving on, I just wanted to talk to my experience about Popeye a bit. I enjoyed this movie. I did. I like this movie a lot. Should I talk about it in a spiritual enlightenment way, Pop? I mean, not in this channel, but I'll say this right now. They're smart. They really are. They're smart. The same thing with the One Piece stuff. For crying out loud, Popeye was Luffy before Luffy. Let's just say that right now, all right? Seriously, I think we all know that. And still to this day, I'm saying this right now. Guild 5 Luffy is powerful, but I think he's still not as powerful as Popeye. Just saying. But who knows? Maybe Guild 5 is literally up to that tier of Popeye. I would like to see a death battle with that, to be quite honest with you. Come on, death battle. I want Popeye versus Luffy. Or Popeye versus Luffy versus the Mask. Yeah, I want to see that. Hell yeah. Most people are like, it'd be impossible. It'd be a draw. Why not? Fuck it. I still want to see the fight. Just see how it becomes a draw. I'm always curious when stuff like that happens. Even if it's an outcome that everyone knows it would come, I just love to see it. So the set design in this movie is good. It is. It's good. I know some people complain that, hey, it looks like a wasteland and everything like that. Well, duh. Did you watch the movie? Of course it's a wasteland. Everyone's getting taxed for everything. Oh, you're breathing? Tax. Everyone is getting taxed up the ass like crazy in this movie. No wonder no one can't pay for shit. For crying out loud, there's a part when Bluto is spoiler. I'm saying this right now, spoiler. So if you don't want to get no spoiler, leave. Spoiler. All right, now I'm gonna say it right now. Bluto is freaking destroying Olive Oyl's house. Calling out Olive because she doesn't want obviously she doesn't want to get married to Pluto. She's going back and forth and still it's like the animation version. If you watch the animation, she always goes back and forth with Pluto or Popeye. It's always been that way. So if you never watch the animation, you see this movie and you're like, why the fuck she's like this? She's always been this way. Always been this way. Oh, she's always been a bitch? Oh man, you can tell Popeye wanted to say something like that in the movie too. There was like some moments that you'd be like, "Oh, these characters want to say a swear word, but they can't." That's what made me funny at the same time too, yo. At the same time, like I think this movie is just really fun and really engaging too. Again, yes, there's some side plots, but the main plot is not so off to the point that that the movie doesn't forget, So again, going back, when Bluto destroys Olive Oil's house, like I feel sorry for her family, especially the mom. The mom and the dad had to suffer through freaking Bluto's antics. I keep saying Pluto, but it's Bluto. He kept destroying a lot of shit, you know, and the tax guy kept taxing them everything. They'd be like, hey, we need to take this away, we need to take this away, and this and that. They were taking everything away from their house. Seriously. And then there was this sunflower plant that they took out too. And they were sad about it too. And then even earlier in the movie, you had Olive Oil's mom having like a little sunflower plant inside a little pot, so eventually it can grow and it can nourish and stuff like that, like they have in their own house because they actually had good food and everything like that. After that, after Bluto destroyed it, they had really not good food anymore. For crying out loud, they could barely eat. Everything was broken. They took everything. The tax person took everything. And then when Popeye took his kid, took the baby and wanted to, basically have his own place, the tax guy came, and the tax guy's like, oh, I gotta tax you and this and that. Oh, you have a baby too? I gotta tax you for that. I'm just like, yo, this motherfucker is an asshole. What the fuck? No wonder this town is the way it is. Go fuck yourself. And literally, Popeye just pushes him, and he falls, and he literally slides to the water, and the whole townspeople are like, yeah! Yo, the whole townspeople are so like, I'm sorry. I cannot hate the townspeople in this movie. Like, I fucking adore them. They are a character on their own in this movie, and I love it. I love that they made the townspeople their own character, as they should. As they should. It makes me a tear-eye for a bit, to be quite honest with you, because we barely get that sometimes. How many times you see movies, right, or anything, that you look at the townspeople and you want them to be fleshed out or be their own characters, and they never do? And you always hear like, what a missed opportunity. I know sometimes you might be like, oh, but it doesn't matter. It's about these characters. And I'm like, yeah, but you stuck here for the whole movie. Might as well know the townspeople, It's almost like watching a zombie movie and then you're hanging out with a whole bunch of people, but then you're like, who cares about those other people? I just want to deal with those two main characters. And it's just like, but they're surrounded by all of this too. And the main characters are surrounded by these people too. What, you're not going to talk to them? That's just the way I feel, man, with the whole thing. But other than that, what else could I talk about? Could I even spoil something? I did spoil some things, right? So again, the way that they made Popeye come to life in this movie was actually really, really fucking cool. I know some people might look at Popeye's arms and be like, oh my god, that's creepy. What, you want him to have a regular forearms like me and you, and then you still complain about it? Oh, he doesn't look like what he looks like in the comic books or in the animation version. So that's the thing. That's why I always tell people, when is it gonna sit with you? When, like, how do you deal with that stuff? Seriously. Oh, they didn't do this. It sucks. Oh, they did that. Oh, it sucks. Oh, they were so accurate to the character. It sucks. Oh, how come they weren't accurate to the character? It sucks. You can't please those type of people. Seriously, you can't please those type of people. Those type of people are fucking dumbasses because they never be pleased with anything, to be quite honest with you. And Robert Williams as Popeye, like I said, is great. He's like perfection as Popeye. The voice, the everything that he does when he's fighting, when he's mumbling too. Oh my god, when he mumbles, that shit makes me laugh like fucking crazy, man. And yes, you could tell some of the forearm effects look not as good, basically when he's fighting with the boxer and everything like that. But you didn't care. For crying out loud, there was one point in this movie when Olive Oil's brother is fighting the freaking boxer, and I'm all here like he's gonna die. He's gonna die because he wants to get money for his family, and that's not a bad thing, That's a nice little side plot. I actually like Olive Oil's brother in this movie. How many times, like, there was one part in this movie when Bluto was like, she loves me not, she loves me. not. And then he got distracted, and then he's like, "Where was that again?" And then Olive Oil's brother was just like, "You were in She Loves Me Not," and he's like, "She loves me." And he's like, "Oh, oh thank God." Everyone is scared of fucking Bluto in this movie. Everyone is. Everyone is scared of Bluto in this movie. Okay, he's in a way sucking them dry also, just like the tax man. They're sucking them dry because every time Bluto does something bad, the tax man comes right over and be like, "I'm taxing you this, I'm taxing you that, I'm taxing you this, I'm taxing you that. Oh, Bluto broke it? Well, it's too bad. I'm taxing you this, I'm taxing you that, I'm taxing you this." Probably one of the best villains ever. Seriously, I don't even think Bluto is the main villain. The tax guy is the main villain. Fuck him. For real. Fuck him. Seriously, he should have been the final boss in this show, in this movie. But he wasn't. The final boss was an octopus. What is this? Frankenstein conquers the world, the US version? But you know what? The octopus, the way the octopus looks like in the water looks fucking terrifying. When the camera's just like looking at his eye and his face, and he's looking in the mad face that's looking at the camera with the octopus. Oh my God. That's creepy as fuck. Imagine looking that under the water and you're like, "Yep, nope, bye." Yeah, the whole tentacle things are like, and you could tell that the actress that plays Olive Oil has to like put it around her and be like, "Ah, I'm getting captured," you know, shit like that. But I don't care. I love it. I love the cheesiness. I love the like, I love the humor. I love it. I can't help but love this movie. I can't bring myself to hate it. How could I hate it? It's so fucking fun, so fucking amazing. And yes, there's some stuff in this movie when Popeye literally just transforms. Like maybe not what if he's fighting something, he's going fast like a torpedo. He doesn't become a torpedo. That would be nice. That would be cool. I mean, you do see him going like this underwater, hitting the octopus at the end like a torpedo. Um, but you still get some moments like that when he's underwater being like a submarine and he's using his pipe as like looking through the submarine. That's cool. That's cool. That's how you know they took liberties. They couldn't do the whole thing, but they still took liberties. And I'm like, you know what? That's fine. As long as you took liberties and you're playing hints about it, then you're good too. And plus, when Popeye eats the spinach, he has that big, you know how Popeye is. All of a sudden, his arm gets big as hell when he punches somebody. He did. He punched Pluto, pat, and the arm was like fucking huge. I'm like, holy shit, yo. So, anyways, I'm going everywhere here, and I'm sorry. I'm just too excited for this movie. But all right, the boxing part. Um, so Oliver Oyo's brother is going to fight this boxing guy, right? He gets his ass kicked, right? And guess what the boxing guy does? He kicks him and he flies all the way. Literally, when he kicked him when he flew, I'm like, holy shit, they did that. They literally did that in live action in 1980. Literally having a big giant boxer dude that kicked another fat dude and he flew like a fucking cartoon character. I'm like, that shit was wild, and Olive Oil's mom was just like, "Oh my God." Yo, Olive Oil's mom is the highlight of this movie. She should be cherished. She should be cherished. Cherish. There we go. Sorry, I'm stubborn with my words here. But she should be literally be taken care of. She needs to be in a wall because she is that perfect. She needs to be picture frame forever because she's fucking great in this movie. She is. She's great in this movie. Um, Basically, there's a lot of characters are highlights, man. And was it the guy that always eats the was it I keep saying Bluto, right? Is it Bluto? I think yeah, it is Bluto, right? Sorry, sometimes I get confused with these characters sometimes because when I get excited, I'm like, you know, that's just how I am sometimes. But yo, man, the fact that he's a scumbag. Oh, you know, he. We all know that he's always been a scumbag. Oh, I would glad you pay you Tuesday. It's like motherfucker, no. He eats Popeye's fucking hamburger because he can't pay for shit. Good God, and Bluto takes advantage of him and shit like that. And it's just funny. Sorry, I'm just looking at something real quick. Hmm. All right. But yeah, he just takes advantage of him and shit like that. And it's just so funny that all he had to do. It's funny that all Bluto had to do was convince him. I give you a limited supply of cheeseburgers if you give me that baby. Yo, man, seriously, man. Don't people like that? People like him are fucking dangerous in this world. Seriously. Most people be like, the person that kidnapped the child? No, the person that was gullible to give the child away for stupid shit. Like food. Oh, but he got to eat. He steals food anyways. And plus, he was using the baby anyways to get money so he can get more burgers. All he cares is about burgers. I'm surprised he hasn't fucking got a heart attack at this point. I am dead serious. I'm just looking up the characters here so I can actually do a more professional, do it better and stuff like that here. But maybe I should have done it in the beginning of this video, but whatever. What matters is that this movie, if you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend it. If you're a fan of Popeye, if you love the animation of the original, you love this movie. They literally brought the animation to life. It's not going to be as fast as the animation, but it doesn't have to be, because if you watch the early or late Popeye shorts that really didn't have enough of a budget, it was just talking, you wouldn't mind this movie. Not to say, remember those shorts when Olive Oil was like making a radio station and stuff like that? I remember we used to watch that as a kid. I wasn't a big fan of it either when I was a kid because it's just like, damn, where's the stuff? Where's the magic? Where's the violence and stuff like that? You put the violence at the end, But when you look back at it now, I saw one clip of it. I mean, I saw one short of it not that long, yesterday. And I was just like, you know what? This kind of holds up. It does. It's not the best way to watch Popeye, but if someone told me, hey, I like the radio stations with Olive Oil and stuff like that, I wouldn't blame you. I'm like, yeah, they're actually pretty fun. They're actually pretty fun, in my opinion. Could they be better? Fuck yeah. They could be better. Way fucking better. So, let's see. Hold on, guys. I'm just looking at here real quick. Let's see. We got Bluto, Sweepy. Yeah, the baby is called Sweepy and stuff like that. Oh, fuck. Go back. Go back. There we go. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Popeye's dad is called Poop Deck. Poop Deck Pappy. Poop Deck. Poop Deck Pappy. Poop Deck Pappy. That's his dad's name, by the way. That's his dad's name. Yeah, it is Wimpy. It is Wimpy. Because I was trying to see if it... It is Wimpy. It is. Damn, he's still alive? Wimpy is still alive? He is! Holy shit! You mean to tell me Robert Williams is not with us, but this guy is with us? Bull. Bull. He's 95 years old. Bull. Bull. And then we lose Robert Williams in 2014. That's some bullshit in my opinion. Bluto did die. Bluto died in 2012. Oh damn, was that his? Wait a minute. Why is this? Oh, this is probably like a interview that came out in 2016 about that actor. But let's see. I'm just looking at some stuff here so I can like. Okay, he was. Because I kept thinking the boxer that was in this movie. I thought the boxer was literally King Kong Bundy. I was wrong. I was wrong. I thought he was King Kong Bundy. I just thought he was. But no, he's not. And that's fine. That's totally fine. I was just want to check. So, anyway, um, what is it? Charlotte DeVille, I hope I'm saying her name right. She does great as Olive Oil. She really does. She is Olive Oil. These actors were born to play this role. And it can only happen in the 80s, man. Now, like I said before, hey, look, they have it on Play-Doh TV. It's free on YouTube. It's on Slate TV. I just wanted to point out some of the stuff here. Redbox, Apple TV, but you had to pay for those some of those stuff. It is like I said, it says free here on YouTube, and it's free on Play-Doh TV. So there's that. If you ever want to watch it and not watch it by paying for it, you know, the only way I'll say pay for it is get the physical copy of this movie because I will. I want to get the physical copy of this movie. There is a 40th anniversary, I believe, of this movie, so I might just get that. The 40th anniversary edition. Yeah, there is. There's a 40th anniversary edition of Popeye. When did that came out? When did that came out? I just want to know. You could get the original one. Oh, there's one that has like a spinach plate. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. And that came out in 2013. That's actually pretty cool. That is cool. Hey, if anything, you can get the original one that is from 2003, but the one that has the spinach cover on it, I will get that one. That one's pretty cool. I like that. Nice touch. Nice touch, guys. That's pretty cool. Maybe you put a smile on my face just by seeing that. You know, that's cool. I like that. Really, really like it. Okay, so the 40th anniversary came out on 2020. All right, just wanted to know. Just wanted to know. And I will get it, too. What is it? The 40th anniversary, first time on Blu-ray. Oh, bonus features and shit like that. They just show a can of spinach there. So this is the DVD, the 40th anniversary edition of it. So that looks nice. I mean, I like it. It does everything. What it says for kind of like that's like the original cover for the poster, anyways. And I'll show you the original cover for the poster, anyways. If you ever were looking for it or anything like that. Oh, this is a new one. This is an Amazon stock one, I guess, right? Apparently, never seen this type one before. Let me see. Just trying to show you. Yeah, I never seen this one before. When you have like the stuff in the background of it. Who knows? Maybe it's just like a picture that they put on Amazon and stuff like that. So, but the original DVD is just blue that has Popeye and Olive Oil on it with the same thing. I think the baby's on there too. I believe. Oh shit. I'm just trying to find one here. But I will show you the one that has the spinach one. Might as well just show you that one because that one looks pretty dope. I like that one. That's pretty cool. He's sailing and everything like that. That's cool. That's a picture that we haven't. That's like a new picture that we haven't seen, even though you could tell it is kind of edited and all that stuff. But oh well, it's still pretty cool. Oh, you have another original Popeye DVD here too, the 40th anniversary version. Oh, so what's the difference? Probably there's no difference. It's just, you know, I will get the 40th anniversary though. So, let's see here. I know I'm taking too long on this video, guys, but I just want to go through things before I do end the video. And I am thinking of planning to get the Popeye animation collection. They're all on Blu-ray, I believe. So I highly recommend getting those if you're a Popeye fan. You know, I'm a big Popeye fan. I've been since I was a fucking kid. Okay, I've been a Looney Tunes fan, a Tom and Jerry fan, a Popeye fan. Those are my three cartoons. Those are my three drug cartoons. Popeye, Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes. Those were my drugs as a kid. All right, seriously. And this is the original one. The original cover for Popeye. Just want to show you that. So, I think the DVD is pretty cool too. Oh yeah, it's fine. Normal DVD. Does what it needs to do. Could be better, but hey, whatever. I don't know. That's just me. Everyone's a critic. So, yeah, I think that's it. That's all I probably need to show off that I can think of here. So, oh wait, let me. I think there's a picture that I uploaded on YouTube. No, YouTube, Facebook. That poster is a whole lot better. I feel like that poster should be in the cover for the movie. Now, here is another cover. This is the Japan version of Popeye. Oh, that's not bad. It's not bad. That's the Japanese version. Hold on. I just do this. I just do this, guys. Yep. Oh, come on. There we go. That's the Japanese version of Popeye poster. It's not bad. It's not bad, actually. It says everything. I like it. I actually do. I like it. I really do. It's not bad. I might just get the Japanese DVD just because that cover looks nice. But this one right here, this one needs to be the poster for now on of these Popeye movies. All right, because there's no reason that you cannot. This is a beautiful art style. Look at this. Look at that. That is a beautiful art style. Look at that. It says everything that you need to for the movie. I like it. I really do. That should be the definitive poster for this movie. Now, I don't know if this is a fan-made one. I hope not. But if it is, kudos. Kudos. But I don't think it is fan-made. It looks really good to be fan-made, in my opinion. But, yeah, if it's fan-made, again, kudos. You did a fucking good-ass job. Oh, here's another poster. I'm just looking at posters here of Popeye now, of the movie. Might as well, right? I'm talking about the movie. So overall, what do I give the movie? I give the movie basically, like I said, I give the movie probably I already said this already, right? Sorry. So yeah, I give the movie like a 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, like I said. I already said that earlier. I didn't mean to, but to say it twice, I didn't mean to repeat myself. But hey, it happens. That's another good one too. But I like the other one better. It's more. It screams more Popeye-ish, basically. So, and I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Now, is there any flaws I could point out with this movie? I did point out some of the olive oil stuff, right? The one thing I could point out too, the flaw that I probably would point out, it's probably just a nitpick though. The ending. I feel like they were lost for time, so they had to rush that ending as quickly as possible. It was kind of weird that they did that they made it like that. I don't know, just the ending for me, it was just really quick. It happened too fast. It was just like, oh, you beat up Bluto, you beat up this, and now it's over. And I'm just like, because there was like a huge chase scene, if you want to call it a chase scene, of Popeye and the others chasing Bluto because he captured olive oil in the baby. So that right there could have been epic on its own, but they talked some good, Popeye and his dad started bickering and everything like that, and then he started bickering with the other people that were on the boat, and then he shoots a cannon at the boat, but they stopped driving at that point. So maybe if they were driving and shooting at the boat, that'd be probably intense. And then Popeye would have been like, "Why are you shooting?" He says that in the movie anyways, so you can use that line and everything like that. Yeah, I think that's it too. Um, yeah, I think that's it too. And the one thing too, I do want to point out too that this movie gets really good at is that there's things in the background, not things in the background, things that are hinted that they like. There's a part in this movie. Remember when I told you with the plant, and then Olive Oil's mom had like a little plant afterwards. I love stuff like that stuff that you really don't pay attention to. There's one part of this movie when Popeye gets a photo and he's looking at it and he's like, oh man, I want to see my dad, and he kisses the photo and he puts it behind him and it says my dad on it. It's not even a photo, it just says my dad on it. That's just fucking hilarious. And then when you see Popeye's dad, he has a frame also, and you think it's gonna show Popeye and his mom and him when Popeye was a baby. Nope. It just shows my son on it, written on it on the frame, and that's it. I was just like, oh my god. I thought that was funny too. But at the same time, it just shows that Popeye's dad was also looking for Popeye. He didn't have a picture of him. So it just told you right there. How long has Popeye haven't seen his dad? Did he left since he was birth? Because from what I've heard, the reason his dad left is because Popeye was ugly, so ugly that he left, and that's why he was raised by his stepdad, that was a brother that taught him mostly everything: how to fight, how to sail the seas and stuff like that, but not how to eat spinach because that came from his daddy. His real daddy ate spinach. His stepdad wasn't. He was a sailor and most likely knew how to fight too. So because Popeye knows how to fight. So where did he learn that from? Obviously, he didn't learn it from his dad. He had to learn it from his stepdad. You know, that was a brother. So that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. And they do hint it a little bit in the movie. Like I said, oh, my father, you're not my father. My real father looks like Abraham Lincoln. And I was just like, oh damn. Like I mentioned before, I don't have to get deep into that, but like I mentioned before, I thought that was kind of cute that they did that. Especially if you're in tune and spiritual for yourself, and you look at that, you're like, I see what you did, movie. You keep putting smiles on my face, movie. You're so smart. You're so smart. I love you. Don't change. Never change. Seriously, this movie should never change. I don't get the hate for this movie. Doesn't deserve the hate. It deserves all the love and joy it gets. All right. He's strong to the finish because he eats his spinach. He's Popeye the Sailor Man, and that's all he is. He's the king of the sails, and he's the king of spinach. So I'll see you guys later. And don't forget to eat your vegetables. Eat your spinach too if you want to be strong like Popeye. So I'll see you guys later. Be safe. Tell me what you guys think about the Popeye movie. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you feel like we should probably get another version of Popeye, either animation or live action? Missed opportunity from 2016, I know. But hey man, what are you gonna do, right? Hopefully one day Paramount looks at the 2016 version that was unmade and be like, we need to do this. I mean, come on, guys. What are we doing? What are we doing here? This Popeye is our most beloved character. Like, come on. And then if you do make a Popeye movie, wouldn't it be cool if you paid homage to Betty Boop? What if there was a live action Popeye movie, right? Of this day and age, and Betty Boop made an appearance? I was surprised there wasn't a Betty Boop appearance, like a reference of Betty Boop in this movie. Because without Betty Boop, we wouldn't have Popeye. Because the first Popeye short was with Betty Boop. I remember that short. All right? It's in one of Betty Boop's shorts also. It's funny, it's not, to some people, it's not considered a Betty Boop short because it's more about Popeye. But it is funny that it is there. Because I remember watching that short in a Betty Boop cartoon, and I was just like, why is Popeye this whole thing? It's a Betty Boop short. Not knowing that was the introduction to Popeye. So it made sense for him to be more in the limelight than Betty Boop because everyone knew Betty Boop, so that's it. I'll see you guys later, and be safe and take care of yourselves. And tell me what you guys think about this movie. Trying to turn this off.